Hello everybody again, Glitchtrooper here, aka the original card game for the win. And, yeah, we're gonna have a Friday night at home event here. This is gonna be another Historic Brawl, although it is kind of funny now that I notice. The way they describe it is not quite Commander at home, but close. Yeah. Although, in other news, I just can't seem to find any, game store local to me that actually is supporting their giveaway thing, but it's still good to win the cards along the way anyhow, and just to participate. If you've got any quests left, it will count toward them, because all events are like that. And remember that you'll be getting, after your couple wins, you'll have, well, each win, you'll be getting a card, and you can win twice by the time the event's over. The card will be at least a rare, might be a mythic rare, and those are out of what's considered the standard rotation at this time. I think whenever they do events kind of like this in the future, in this style, if they just maintain it, that it'll be even after the rotation of whatever the current rotation is at the time, so just whatever way they got it at the time. I don't know if they're going to be continuing this after the whole thing, but it has been a nice event to keep on going with. And they do change up formats every week for the Friday night, for the Friday night Magic at Home event. In this case, we're going with Historic Brawl. Now, I haven't modified it too much, but I'm thinking of going with my new red-green deck. I was thinking of putting in one of the companions, although not having it set as a companion. I was thinking of having Gigantha the Wellspring, but it's just apparent. The thing is that there's certain limitations in any format that has Brawl. Any format that has a commander. In other words, between Brawl and Commander, there are certain similarities, and one of them is you can't have creatures that generate mana that your commander doesn't have in their color identity. And because Gigantha the Wellspring gives you 1 mana of each color, that's kind of a no in their format rules. So, not exactly stated as banned, but innately considered invalid by the rules. So it's kind of interesting how that goes. Oh, up against a Lurrus Commander deck. This is interesting. I like Lurrus myself, and things are going to be getting interesting. Okay. Do I have enough? Well, maybe. We can see. Maybe I'll get enough later to do something. I know I'll be able to Lava Coil at least once. We'll see if I can get some more land in here. There we go. I got myself a nice mountain. Oh ho 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 ho. Thank you for showing up, Squee! Oh! Oh my gosh, the Goblin Ganker is back. He literally cannot be permanently stopped. Yeah. I gotta put out Goreclaw first. Hello, Goreclaw, terror of Cal Sisma. You don't get to see quotes while you're in the middle of a game, but hers is, you really don't want to know how she got that name. Cowboying. Hello, we have a cat. Not enough that way, but whenever I get to my other turn. Okay, let's Squee, I need support. Back me up, Squee. Okay, time to start squashing things. Okay, coming through. Okay, now we got a flying lifelink cat. Only one thing to reply with. That wasn't it. Holy convoke! That was a big convoke. I need something that would be worthy of scorching. But for now... I'm just gonna grow a bigger monster. Because, let me see, that'll be... Yeah. This is definitely time to just attempt a Roadrunner. They have a lot of creatures, though. Including 2 flyers, and I won't be able to do anything about them for a while. Possibly not this game. I'm trying to remember if I have my Stone Coil Serpent. Because it is just a fantastic card. Well, I can get rid of a token. And they go nowhere when they die. So taking you down with me. Yeah, I figured they had too much attack power there. But you only need to win twice. The thing about it is whenever you have Brawl or Commander format, and let me just check. Do I have Stone Coil Serpent in this deck? Just a quick check while I can. No, I don't. I can't think of anything I'd want to really swap out. Stone Coil Serpent is good, but it's better in like other formats in a way. Well, actually, it's just good, period. And if you got like a lot of mana to spend on it, you can use it as an anti-kaiju weapon. I mean, it comes out with X counters. If you have a lot of X, it comes out hilarious. And it has protection from multicolor, trample, and reach. So it's like just ridiculously good. Oh, yeah. At least I got to play my Squee the Immortal for a little while. He might be back. I've got a little something special in this deck that's of the Historic series of cards. It was actually from the Historic Anthologies. And it helps you get goblins out, and since he happens to be a goblin, that makes it ridiculously easy to play him. I'm gonna just attack this time. It's pretty rare that I get to attack with an elf. Hello. Nice to see you. Nothing like greeting your opponent with an attack. I got Nev Mezit Reborn. I got that one too. Just obviously not in this deck because of any commander-based rules. If I had to guess, I'd say this has to go with kind of what I was mentioning before in terms of one of the companions. Gigantha the Wellspring. Ooh. Got it. Thank you, Goblin Matron. Yes, I will totally search for a Goblin card. Squee the Immortal. I just love that little guy. His ability is just so ridiculous. I mean, it's very much to the rules of what it says perfectly. Okay, we have that. Okay, this would be a good time to use my commander. Meet Glum. I keep saying Glum. I know it's not. Meet Grumgully the Generous. I need to readjust my thing. So I don't think you could hear that, but it's just something that happens. Ooh. That had a little flash over here too. Anybody see that? See, do I want Renata Cult? No, I want Mowu. Mowu, time to show up big time. Okay, and Galta is getting ready to prime. The thing about him being in my command zone is I can't actually search him from the deck with Goblin Matron. It's kind of funny that way. Ouch. I seem to be missing an elf. Hey, that was a big one. They defeated Mowo. That's not really that easy. Okay. Talons of Wildwood. I need to equip my Shadow Spear probably next turn. Then I can start really munching. If you're gonna lose one anyhow. That's fair. Galta is back to being expensive, but there's ways around that. Man, my audio. Pardon me for a second. I need to readjust something, and I have to do it live in these situations. There we go. I think I got it. Man, that thing is touchy. Okay, I'm not going to attack directly yet, but as soon as they leave me an opening, I'm going to squash them. Because they're probably going to attack. Either that or I'm just going to build up to Galta and things will get crazy. Ooh, Tome of the Guild Pact. Nice. I think they just about have enough to use Nev Mezid. He's got a weird battle entry thing in this version of him. Oh, hello. See, maybe? I think I will squeeze the Immortal this time. So if I build up enough, then Galta will become less expensive next turn. And I can play Galta. Galta Primal Hunger is just like meme level strength. But not really. It's really more like old school Magic the Gathering level strength. People tend to forget how crazy cool the game used to be, even with some simpler rules. This is like classic green, just a giant stomping card. The thing is, he doesn't really have too many fancy things about him. He has trample, plus his generic mana cost that goes with his green goes down the more the total power of creatures you control. So X less to cast, where X is total power of creatures you control. Yeah. That means if you just have a lot of creatures, maybe with like a lot of counters or something, then suddenly he just goes nuts. But do I play Galta next turn and just run them over? Or do I go with Renata, Call to the Hunt? Because she'll make everything come out with more counters. Of course, he already does. But doubling it up? Do I want to go that far? Now, I think I want to just go with Galta first and then see where it goes from there. Because after that, if Galta's still on the field and I've got anybody else with me, I will sow Cosmotronic Wave. And when that happens, they won't have anything left to block with, because it doesn't really sweep the field clean, but it does 1 point of damage to every creature your opponent has, and then they can't block that turn. Like, yeah, period. And they don't even have to be the ones that's damaged. Just creatures your opponent's control can't block this turn after the damage wave hits. So it's like, even if they have something with flash, it can't do squat. Although I don't think they've had that come up before. It is possible that they could do something with flash and try to declare it as a blocker, but I think that's just like a generic thing on the card that says that's just how it is after that. For that turn, anyhow. So that's a wicked combo, is to have Galta out and then do that. And will I? Probably. Ooh. Hello. Hi, Galta. Nice to see you again. It's been a while. It has been a while, Galta. So it is time to go old school. Because this, I mean, it's out from a recent set. This was from either Ixalan or Rivals of Ixalan. I think it was from Ixalan straight. But definitely the Ixalan block. And it is old school, because in Ixalan they have the Elder Dinosaurs, kind of like they used to have the Elder Dragons. Well, here's an Elder Dinosaur. 12/12 trample, and it's cheaper to cast. He saw Galta and he fled. Yeah. That's fair, because what I was going to do next round was just going to be painful. I mean, it was just going to be an absolute brutal stomp. What is up with... Just a moment, I need to check my... I know I gotta do this live, because there's just like one wire that's doing weird things. I'm pretty sure you can still continuously hear me, no matter what. The issue is whether or not I'm hearing it through my headphones or my speakers. And it's better for me with the feedback to hear it through my headphones whenever I got it this way. It does weird things to the audio otherwise. So, Drance Magistrate, nice. Will it be another win by Galta? We'll see. Because Galta is just classically powerful meme dinosaur. I mean, or meme green, you know? Because there's kind of archetypes that colors represent, even, that's true even now. Green has always been the color of giant stomping creature. It's just whether or not it adheres to that rule more strictly or not kind of varies. I have the ability to get Goreclaw out late. And again, this is mostly for fun, because I will just keep going until the event is said that I am officially having my stuff. Oh, I misread that. That's a plummet card, not a forest. I saw green, and my angle must have been weird from them there. So this has officially gotten risky. Of course, Shadow Spear is just like a new good card. It's just straight up good. Protection from red. How about poof would be nice. Sorry, this is a no flying zone. I do like this field just because of the mining. That guy has the weirdest limitation. Can't actually enchant a creature yet. I need either another land or one of my cheaper creatures. Oh wait, I have a cheaper creature. Hello! My first one out's my commander. That's always interesting. But the thing is, there's not too many creatures that are considered reflections. So theoretically, you could get this guy just forever tapped if you kept controlling reflections, which is really weird because he's tougher but weaker than. Okay, putting it back in my hand, fine. The command tax only really applies if it goes back to the command zone. So if it dies or is exiled and you choose to put it back into the command zone, then the commander tax applies. This could be just a jank combo later, just saying. Because I have a fling card. That could be just ridiculous. Of course, if I get another land, I can pull off both of these too, which would be nice. Then he'd be like really hyped up. Of course, I could also do Goreclaw, but then it'd be better to have him powered up too, so that Goreclaw's ability could affect him. Because Goreclaw, any creature that currently has a power of 4 or greater when Goreclaw attacks, gets the benefit of it. Okay. This is when I start slurping. Gulp. Thank you. And my official hello for knocking him below starting life. Thassa Deep Building is now on the field. Which is, of course, huge because God card. They didn't used to have literal God cards for quite some time. Now they have literal God cards. I think that was actually in competition with Yu-Gi-Oh! And the whole idea of duel monsters with the Egyptian God cards and some of those. Okay, somebody is officially going to get blinked. That's kind of the old... There was a card that started that where something would get out of the... Ooh, I could have Song of Frail Eyes? Maybe. Maybe I use that, but I think I wouldn't benefit from as much as if I did this. Okay, let's see if they've done their math. How much are you willing to sacrifice to slow my commander down? Guys can wipe out all 3 of those cards, even if they take him down too. No block? Okay. And I'm back up to starting life. Because again, starting life in Brawl is a little bit different. It scales with the number of players? Ah, it was just a few clicks away. Okay. I do like these interactable fields. I've mentioned that a few times. But, yeah. Galta is still fairly expensive, because, like, his original converted mana cost is a whopping 12. It's like 10 plus 2 green, so getting that down is just like the big thing. You get him down, bingo. Okay, I see Thassa is ready. Are they going to keep Thassa just standing there, or what? Okay, choice of blink has changed. Oh yeah, this is gonna get nutty. Thank you, Historic Anthology, for this beautiful card. Okay. Now that is cool. And if I just wait, they're gonna have a very careful time choosing what they attack with, because I will be able to smash one of them in retort. However, I need like one more forest for Galta. Or a good solid opening, because if I can... Oh, they're doing Spark Double. Thanks for the power and toughness up. Because of its copying function, that is now officially another enchantment on the field. Ancestral Mask was just a crazy... It just counts as a common, so you just throw a common wild card at it. Oh my gosh. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 for each other enchantment on the battlefield. Yeah, that counts your enemies. That's not just yours. I think they're staring at that, because he's now an 11/11 with trample, lifelink, and just more. It's only going to get wilder from there. Because now Galta is primed. And all I need is one little thing. Okay, that'll help. Okay, right now they have enough attack power to take him down if I were to actually attack. But if I put this out, then on the third turn, things are going to go wild. And just in between, I should be able to afford Galta. Because won't be able to do that immediately, but we'll see. Well, actually, I think I would. Because if I just did these, like... At that, yeah, I'd be able to get Galta out at least. Okay, that's a slight issue. As I said, I'm going to keep going until I get everything worked out. And I can, in fact, rework Talon to Wildwood. Because that has a special return ability that's nice. Although I have lost my Ancestral Mask for now. Yeah, there's too many things to really block it all. But I can always whack one with me. There's always something to be said for luck. They definitely had more creature luck than I did in terms of being able to play it. I was so close to casting Galta. So close. The king of the giant implacable death lizards. Yeah, that's kind of what they call T-Rexes in Magic the Gathering. It's just in a world, not necessarily in the game. Because, like, release the giant implacable death lizard. I'm like, okay. I should be able to at least scorch something out of my way. So even if I don't get a creature out yet, I've got my Scorching Dragonfire. And apparently a lava coil. And now I have forest. Okay. How to have a nice lead in. Pelt collector. I mean, that guy is such a great first turn. Because his ability is usually based on other creatures showing up. Ooh, ooh. Ixalan block, possible legendary land coming up here. Okay, Growing Rights of Islamak, going to Islamak, Cradle of the Sun. He pulls that off, that'll be awesome, in a way. If you control 4 or more creatures. Okay, that's the condition for transforming that one. Hello, we are now back to... Wait, what? I only had out one 1/1 creature here. Having Pelt Collector out isn't that scary. What happened? Did he lose his internet connection? I mean, that's something that's universally possible. That is not my first God Pharaoh statue. I don't believe so. I really think that okay. Oh wait, no, that was for my random. That wasn't this. And I was gonna say, wait a moment, that was uncommon. These are supposed to be rare or mythic rare. You can kind of tell the aura around the card says whether it's gonna be a rare or a mythic rare. The first one was a gold, so you could tell that it was gonna be rare. This one's kind of a reddish, orangish, more fiery color, so it's mythic rare. Oh! I fought a god card, now I have another god card. I've got a few of the god cards from Theros Beyond Death. This is Perforos Bronze-Blooded, so he's the red one. There's one for each of the basic colors and a few for the combinations, but not one for each in that set. But yeah, Perforos Bronze-Blooded, indestructible as long as your devotion to red is less than 5. Perforos isn't a creature. Other creatures you control have haste, so just as long as he's out on the field, regardless of whether he's a creature or not at the time, everything has haste. 2 and 1 red, you may put a red creature card or an artifact creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. Sacrifice at the beginning of the next end step. So you can kind of blitzkrieg him with the guy, but then you'd also be sacking a lot. That would be something you'd have to have some good recovery techniques to really take advantage of to its fullest. But even then, if you're just gonna rush them, then yeah, that'd be a strategy to do it. But yeah, 7/6 for 5 converted mana. But devotion is basically, as it kind of says over here, each of that color in the mana cost symbols of permanents you control counts towards your devotion. So I'd have to have 5 red mana symbols and the casting costs of permanents I'd have to control for him to be a creature at the time. But then he'd be able to attack and block. And he has indestructible. So as long as you fill that, he's going to have a good time. Still, it was kind of weird. Mostly nope outs for those particular victories today. And the second one, I don't know if that... I wouldn't even call it a nope out because it's not like I had anything intimidating on the field. I just had Pelt Collector. I mean, sure, it keeps growing the more you cast creatures, especially ones that are actually bigger than it. But is it really that intimidating? Not really. It's one that's pretty easy to get rid of. So, I don't get that. I think they just lost their internet connection. I think that was death by lag, so to speak, but not exactly. So, I think they're going to be filing a complaint with their internet service provider pretty soon. Oh well, stuff happens. Because I don't think... That didn't feel like a nope out. That felt like an oops. For some odd reason, my net decided to die on me. Because, I mean... Maybe... I don't know, maybe they've had an issue with Grumgully before. I don't think so. Again, he's not really that huge either. I mean, he's not really that big himself. He just improves everything else that comes out afterwards. But I don't think anything that they could see was that intimidating. So, therefore, I am declaring that an internet failure. It just felt way more like an internet failure than anything else. But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to be thinking about that one for a while. But so that was a quick Historic Brawl. I managed to get Grumgully out for a while. Squee the Immortal decided to show up, and Gulta literally scared my enemy out. So that was at least some fun. So maybe there'll be another major event the next Friday Night Magic at Home. Maybe I'll just record something on a Brawl Wednesday and it be a Brawl time. I don't know. We'll see. And of course, if anybody's got a color challenge issue that they're having, just tell me and I'll show you how to get through it. So, and what I'm gonna do next, I don't know. I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll do something with Magic Duels, because there's something I'm thinking of kind of doing over time. It's just kind of an odd little quirk about the game that I like, and I'd like to kind of see if I can collect little instances of it. But we'll see. We'll see. Just whatever I do next, I do next. Who knows? Might even just be a random match. But for now, I'll be logging off. Hope to hear from y'all later. Bye for now, everybody, and remember, MTG forever.